Scorpio, welcome back. If you're returning, this is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read. This is for Scorpio placements, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and it's a general reading, so if it doesn't resonate, don't force the fit. We are using the Tarot of Enchanted Dreams today. It's a bit larger deck, format-wise. The cards are quite big, so it's harder for me to shuffle. I can't really do jumpers with this deck, so we're going to do a different pull today. I'm going to divide this into 3 piles, and then we're going to do top and bottom and see what your cards are today. Let's see, Scorpio, what do we have for you? What is your week looking like? Libra, I think, had a very prominent placement on Emperor. Some of you may have Libra in your chart. All right, let's see what we're doing here this week. What are we seeing for Scorpio? There's some overthinking, some worrying, some anxiety, perhaps even around a control, having control, feeling in control of your life. Excuse me. I hope that wasn't too loud. It's probably just blew out your eardrums. I apologize. It snuck up on me. You're feeling perhaps a little anxiety about how much control you have over your life, how much control you have. What I hear is time. Who's controlling your time? Are you in control of your time, or do you feel like someone else is deciding how you spend your days? This seems to be in relation to a work matter, perhaps someone who feels like they're being asked to do too many shifts or being required to give parts of their personal time to their work in order to keep up with what they're being asked to do. There is perhaps a message of love coming in your direction, and I mean that not so much in the sense of romantic proposal, but someone who is expressing their care and concern for you is what I'm sensing with the card today. There are different ways that the cards speak to me in different readings, but in this situation it feels like there's anxiety in you, stress, worry in you around the control of your time, and there's someone here being supportive of you in this challenge that you're facing presently. In this deck, the guide, I just realized you can't see that card very well. Let me move these over. Might be a little bit better. In this deck, the guide is what we would traditionally see as a Hierophant energy. It's a teacher, a mentor, someone who is in a position of authority, somebody you would look to for guidance and additional knowledge and learning. This coming next to the Four of Pentacles, I feel like you might be looking at your money situation. You may be seeing where you're at, how much you have in savings, and I think that what I generally see here for you, Scorpio, is someone who's very unhappy in their work, and they're looking at their financial situation. They're maybe talking to an advisor, trying to understand if they can quit this job. Do you need to have another job lined up before you quit, or do you have enough in your savings? Do you have such an uncomfortable situation and such a demanding situation that's not good for your work-life balance, not good for your personal mental health, that you just need to walk away from it? So you're looking into that now. You're looking at your resources this week. You're seeing where you're at financially. Is it possible? You're maybe discovering that it's not the wisest idea to quit before you have another job. Six of Swords is about someone moving on from a situation, moving to calmer waters. It's reversed here, which tells me there's a bit of a delay in that process. So you may find this week that you're not really as frustrated and upset as you are. You're not really ready to just quit your job. You have to think about getting the bills paid, and you have to think about the long-term picture for yourself. You are struggling and suffering a bit in this situation, but you don't want to go into a worse situation where you don't have the money for your basic needs, because that will be even more stressful. So you may have to just hang in there a little longer, try to find a way to shift your perspective so that this doesn't cause you as much strain and pain and stress while you find another job. For some of you, that might not be the case. This Six of Swords in reverse might be just some tactical planning on your part as far as timing. You may have had this conversation with your financial advisor or with a family member or a friend or a partner, and found that you do in fact have the resources, modest, but there, in order to get yourself out of this bad mental health place at work. And you're just making sure that you're following a good timing. It could be that you have a bonus from last year that's meant to be paid out, and you, as miserable as you are right now, you don't want to walk away until you've been paid out that money, because there's no assurance that you would get it if you were to leave, just walk out the door, right? So you may be just working on your timing here as opposed to discovering that you can't leave. You can always leave. I don't want to say you can't leave. There's just different timing that might be better. And that may be because you want to have another job lined up, or because you just, for whatever your reasons are, want to give it a little bit more time. Let's take a look. We're going to pull one of the oracle cards from Gabrielle Bernstein's deck, The Universe Has Your Back. Just to finish this off, we're keeping the readings a bit shorter this week. This is my hobby, I guess you could call it. This is what I do for my own personal fulfillment, not my work. So sometimes my work demands other things of me, and this is one of those weeks. Your card, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. Your faith, do you have faith? It's been shaken a bit perhaps, but you are being advised by Spirit that your faith, what you have faith in, that's your power, being able to have faith in a brighter future, being able to have faith in your ability to adjust your life and make it more suited to your soul's path. You can heal, and you can grow, and you can feel positive emotion from any challenge. It's a matter of your faith in the future, your faith in the meaningfulness. That's the word I'm looking for, yeah. What you're going through can be a miserable thing, but there may very well be a very meaningful lesson in there for you. What are you meant to be learning by this struggle? And having that perspective can really help you, I think, at this time. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope you have a great week. Thank you for your support of the channel. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And if this resonates for you, please leave some comments. I'd love to hear them. I will see you next week. Blessings.